What's been the story of your success?
Water. They're drinking water. H2O.
Lamelo darts inside. Oh my goodness!
Melo didn't make any. And he's got two.
Back-to-back triples.
They come out with a different approach.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Right now, I want to give y'all a topic right now for the people. I mean, this ain't much of a topic, but more than it is a fact, and it's almost evident. Like I said, if you got 20/20 vision, anybody can see it. I want to tell you something right now. Lamelo Ball, he's set. Listen, the man is going to make the All-Star team. You've seen the recent leak. I don't think I have to waste my time with that one, but I want to tell you something right here. Not only we passed All-Star, I think we had that in the bag like the first month of the season. You know, we done turned our attention to where it really counts, which is the postseason. I'm here to lay an emphatic statement on the table. Lamelo Ball will not only dominate the playoffs, this upcoming playoffs when he gets there, but he's going to put the Charlotte Hornets on his back. And I'm telling you, he's going to shock the NBA world. I'm telling you, we're going to get all into it, man. We all know what kind of player this guy is, man. This guy's a dangerous player. This guy's going to be around for a long time to come. He's one of the top point guards in basketball today. Like I said, his team right now is currently 7th in the Eastern Conference. But I tell you what, this team is really much better than the 7th slot. Like I stated previous episodes ago, they've been hit with the injury bug this season, COVID reports. I mean, everybody done been in the protocol. But the Hornets seemed like it really hampered them when all that stuff happened. Lamelo Ball missed an extended period of time. It is what it is. Good God, I'm looking at the East right now. The East is wild. You literally got the Brooklyn Nets right now at 28-22. I mean, pardon me, at 29-20 at the 6th spot. Man, that's crazy that the Nets done slipped all the way to the 6th. I don't see them staying there. But the Charlotte Hornets, I don't want to say that they're destined for that play-in scenario. I think that they could squeak out to that 6th seed if they put some intestinal fortitude into it. But like I said, it's going to be awfully telling. But what I want to tell you is why I truly believe this. Lamelo Ball, man, he's one of the top point guards, like I said. But when you start to look at the history of some of the great guards, like electrifying, when they got to that playoff stage, they showed out. They may have got eliminated. You understand? Because their first time. 9 times. I think old Magic was probably the only one who ever did that. Won the NBA Finals as a rookie. And he was a point guard. He ended up having to play center. We all know the story. But Lamelo Ball, I definitely see him having a Derrick Rose-esque. Of course, Derrick Rose was a high flyer. I don't know if people remember. D. Rose was one of those players. They went up against the Boston Celtics in that first round. This is Derrick Rose's first ever playoff appearance. I don't have the year in front of me, but that team had a lot of talent on it. I think they had Heinrich, Ben Gordon, a couple of guys was on that team. But Derrick Rose, he pushed that team to 7 games and gave them all they could handle, to the point where, and mind you, this is the big 3 Celtics. You understand? It's not like it was just Paul Pierce by himself. They had the big 3 in place. And like I said, they almost took them out. I definitely see the Hornets definitely doing something like that this season. They're playing inspiring basketball. If they was to lock horns with a team like Chicago, I do see Chicago winning the series, but they can make things very interesting for them. You look at a team like Philadelphia, I think they could take Philly, but and everybody else, who knows? Let's see if they can rise in those standards, but as of right now, they got the Chicago Bulls. I definitely could see them carving things up. Their defense has been inconsistent. Guys will be coming back. Hopefully they could get reacclimated. So I definitely could see Lamelo having a dominant performance against Philly, Chicago, and Miami. But inevitably, possibly failing. You understand? And that's what you don't want. You understand where this guy, where I ain't going to get caught up if something was to go wrong in the postseason. I'm going to be rooting for Lamelo Ball to advance, but I do know this is his first hurrah in this situation. So I'm not going in with inflated expectations. You know, the only way my expectations will start to inflate is unless it's a trade deadline move that happens, or somehow they're able to pick up one of these top guys coming clearing waivers. You know, that's going to be a tall tale sign, and like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see. But it's nonetheless, you look at a Ja Morant when he put on a statement, and it kind of propels. Ja, he was that nice young point guard, hot shot. You go to the playoffs, you look that completely different. They're looking at you on a whole nother level. You can look at the difference in Ja Morant's game this season prior to last season. It's like almost similar situation as Melo. I could see Melo making his All-Star appearance and next season being in the MVP conversation. I could definitely see that happening. LaMelo, I definitely see improvement after improvement after improvement. And it's almost like LaMelo Ball expects to be in this position. He want to be in these positions, you know. So LaMelo has to make sure, you know, his teammates got his back in terms of making sure that they can advance, you know, because he's going to need a team behind him, especially come playoff time. I know what I'm going to get from Melo. What about when you get locked down in the playoffs? I know what I'm going to get from Scary Terry. He been there. We haven't seen Bridges in that situation. What about PJ? See, I'm starting to get concerned. You know, I'm not concerned about LaMelo Ball. I see LaMelo definitely being able to seize this opportunity and definitely put this team on his back. You know, and have some historical nights. You understand? Come playoffs, I could see Melo going for anywhere of upwards of 40+. Triple doubles coming. Let me tell you something. When you have a triple double in the regular season, it's nice. But when you pull that shit off in the playoffs, especially in the key pivotal game, it goes to a whole nother situation. It's just 10 times magnified. It's on a bigger stage. Let me tell you something right now. LaMelo Ball is the one of one. You understand? We all know this. You understand? But this is where you're going to prove it. You understand? Right here. And I know you're going to prove it. You understand? But this is where you're going to get immortalized right here come playoff time. Like I said, you could do it on something nice on any given day in February. But when you do this shit in, you know, April, you know what I mean, June, things of that nature, yeah, it gets real. You understand? And it just goes to a whole nother level. And people remember it forever. You understand? You knock down a huge shot in the playoffs, they remember it. You knock down a big shot in Utah on a Thursday on a doubleheader on TNT. Yeah, it might last for a few days, but if you do this shit in the playoffs, this shit will last a lifetime. I'm telling you, this is gonna be a sight to remember. With LaMelo Ball gracing this playoff stage, just buckle up, because I'm gonna be all eyes just like everybody else. And watch LaMelo Ball pick the Eastern Conference completely apart. You know, elevate his teammates, raise this team to heights that has never been seen before in previous regimes, under previous administrations and previous point guards that was in this position. LaMelo Ball is truly the one of one, and he's been proving it every time. And come playoff time, he's going to do it again. And there's not a goddamn thing anybody can do about it. So you heard it here first at Flight Sports TV. LaMelo Ball will not only dominate the postseason coming up shortly, but he's going to put the Charlotte Hornets and the whole city, the Queen City, Michael Jordan, Kupchak, the whole nine, Borrego, everybody, his teammates, the fans, all on his back, and take him to the promised land. And like I said, he's going to fight to the death. It's Flight Sports TV, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody hit that like button. And most definitely hit that subscribe button. We getting up out of here. I appreciate y'all. It's Flight Sports.